Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads to the temple fair. Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow-tinted circles of light, lustrous tokens of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives? The chudi or the bangle, the simplistic ornament that tinkles on the arms of girls, is but a mark of femininity that she learns and acquires at a very young age. The glass industry is said to have been started and invented by Haji Rustom Ustad. During his time, glass was melted in local furnaces called bhaisa bhattis, whereby only one bangle at a time could be made in these furnaces. These bangles had no joints. The shrine of Haji Rustom Ustad, opposite the shrine of Sufi saint Hazrat Shah Sufi, in the village of Sufipura on the banks of the river Yamuna, is much revered by people, irrespective of caste, class, or religion. Over time, production slowly became more widespread among the locals. This was the start of the glass industry in Firozabad. It is here that the morning sun rises to the daily din of regular work, that sometimes sees the entire family involved in the making of bangles. An elaborate and tedious process. The work is as delicate as the product itself. Even as half the work is done in factories, the remaining work is done by people in their homes. And each bangle passes through at least 80 hands before reaching the delicate arms of the woman. The entire process needs to be precise, intricate, and detailed. Silica sand is sieved and mixed with caustic soda. Broken glass pieces are added to this. The mixture is then melted in huge furnaces. And shaped in its initial melted form. It is then made to pass through furnace pipes so that it gets beaten into equal dimensions. The molten glass then wraps itself on automated rollers as it passes through it so that it gets into a spiral shape. The smoldering molten glass is carried to the next set of workers in a hurry before it cools. The long glass spiral is then removed from the spindle and cut very carefully with a diamond cutter into round shapes of equal dimensions. The separated, open-ended bangles are next to be joined to complete the circle. This is done with the help of a candle or a kerosene lamp. It is the women who are usually involved in the task. They melt the bangle a little to join the ends and make it a whole. The process is called jodai or joining. The decoration is done by hand with zari, careful glitter and other embellishments. The plain ones are left simple and sober and packed in separate boxes. The decorated ones are priced more than the plain glass bangles. Some are like fields of sunlit corn, meet for a bride on her bridal morn. Some like the flame of her marriage fire, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire, tinkling, luminous, tender, and clear, like her bridal laughter and her bridal tear. Firozabad also produces a whole range of glassware that is as integral a part of its industry as bangles. The industries that began crafting chandeliers for the royal courts soon began to produce phials for itra, beautifully shaped bottles for perfumes and other cosmetic products. All types of artistic glassware in different colors and shades began to be produced here, with products ranging from bulbs to decorative items and lampshades, jars, candle stands, glasses, flower vases, and electric wares such as decorative lights and various other glass articles, painted with vivid colors and innovative patterns, and some etched for elegance and beauty. Each product is a marvel in its creation. Recycled crushed glass, known as cullet, is used in the process of making glass products. The glass is first cleaned manually and then mixed with sand, soda ash, and limestone. This mixture then goes into the furnace, which is heated up to a temperature of 2600 to 2800 degrees Fahrenheit. Various techniques are used to make different types of glass products. For hollow glass items like drinking glasses, decanters, perfume bottles, candle stands, and Christmas decoration, the mouthblown technique works best. Bottles and bulbs and several other items use the automated process, and press and blow technique is used in the manufacturing of glass containers and some other products. Mold is an essential part of manufacturing glass products. Melted glass is collected on a rod, and through this hollow rod, it is blown manually. This process, called the mouth and hand blown process, is used to give shape to all kinds of products. The worker who picks up the melted glass onto the rod knows exactly how much of quantity to pick depending on the weight of the product that he has to produce. The process of blowing and picking up more melted glass from the furnace is repeated again and again till the time it is ready to be put inside the mold. The mold is then shut, blowing done again, and the glass taken out from the mold. It is then put through the annealing chamber, which is the final stage of the process. The item is then cut and separated from the mold. The upper part goes into waste, and the product is now ready. For making certain items, the glass is pulled out in a systematic way. After blowing, it is separated from the mold, held in a catcher, and then the mouth of the glass is reheated. The glass turns red. The karigar then, with the help of certain supporting tools or even waste paper, shapes the product with his hand while constantly giving it heat. The demand for crackled glass items has led to yet another kind of method of manufacturing glass products. After blowing into the mold, unfinished hot glass is quickly dipped in water for a few seconds. It cracks. It is again put into a mold and blown to make it strong and sturdy.
मेरे हाथ में गिलास देख रहे हैं, ये गिलास का नाम हमने रखा है गंगा गिलास करके। गंगा गिलास क्यों रखा है? इसका कारण है कि ये कारीगर लोग गंगा नदी के किनारे रहते हैं ज़्यादातर। दूसरा, एक थीम से हमने इसको डेवलप किया है, जो थीम कभी पीपल कामड़ में यूज़ करते थे कि इसको किस तरीके से हम जल लाते थे, गंगा का जल लेके आते थे, उस चीज़ के साथ हमने इसको लगाया है।